Girls, good morning. It is math time. I know you guys love math a whole lot. So this week, while you're home, you're gonna be focusing. All of fourth grade will be focusing on this math skill, which says I can add and subtract mixed numbers. I know you guys have been working on fractions in your classrooms, and my understanding is that you're loving it, and that's great because fractions, one of those things that you tend to have a whole bunch of questions on in the FSA, a skill that we want you to know very well. So you want to be able to add and subtract mixed numbers, and you want to be able to do it independently. So therefore, this week in your Go Math textbook, I know some of you would have taken home your Go Math practice book, and if you haven't, I will post the Go Math page online so that you can see it, or if you have it in your Ready textbook, you can also do it in your Ready textbook as well. Either way, we're still going to be able to add and subtract mixed numbers. Okay, so the vocabulary that we want to focus on is mixed number. What is a mixed number? Because you said you can add and subtract them. So if you are going to be able to add and subtract mixed numbers, you have to know what a mixed number looks like. So a mixed number is an amount given as a whole number and as a fraction. So you have the regular standard numbers, and then you have the fraction next to it. If you look here on the table, I have a whole number for you basically. We have the whole number, and this whole is divided into three parts called thirds. So we have 1, 2, we have 2 wholes, and then we have a fraction because it's not a complete whole, it's just 2 thirds out of the entire whole. So this is what we call a mixed fraction. This is what it will look like. Or in my notebook, I drew it here for you. I have 2 wholes. Then I have another whole. It's divided into 3 thirds as well, but it's not a complete fraction. It is a part of a fraction. So we have 3 over 3, which is the same as a whole. 3 over 3, same as a whole. Put them together, we have 2 wholes. And then we don't have a complete whole, so we call it a fraction, because a fraction is a part of a whole. Remember, a fraction is a part of a whole. So when we put it together, we have 1, 2, and then we have 2 thirds. So we're going to write it as 2 and 2 thirds, or 2 and 2 over 3. And that's what we call a mixed fraction. So boys and girls, we will be posting how to add and subtract. We will be giving you some to practice, but in lesson 7.7 in your Go Math book, on 7.8, 7.9, 7.10, we're going to be working on this week, and we will post those for you so that you can get the practice that you need. Again, boys and girls, if you have any questions, if you don't know what to do, because sometimes it gets a little, you think you know it when you're with the teacher, but then when you have to go and do it independently, you run into problems. Feel free to reach out to us. You know how to reach us on Dojo. Post your homework, post your work, take a picture of it and put it on Dojo so we can see how you're doing. And remember to show work so that if you make mistakes, we can tell you where you're going wrong. Also remember to go on to iReady, log on to iReady. We will be assigning lessons for you, and we want you to stay on iReady at least 20 to 30 minutes every day. Your goal is to get in at least 60 minutes in reading, 60 minutes in math on iReady every week. Okay, remember, any questions, reach out to us, and I'll see you next week for our other lesson.